Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the absolute world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. This is going to be another general collective reading. However, we are going to do a bit of a twist. We are going to tap into the deep dive series that I have on this channel. If you guys are interested in pop culture, celebrity culture, things that go on within the media, music industry, and things like that, this is the series for readings regarding things like that. Okay, so today we're going to do a collective reading with a little bit of a twist. We're going to tap into the energy between the rapper Drake and the rapper Future. Okay, personally, I grew up listening to both of these guys, Drake and Future. I feel like play a very, very heavy, prominent role, not just in the music that I listen to and become adapted to in my life, but just overall, the music industry. I feel like they are both two really big forces to be reckoned with, right? If you guys are familiar with either of their music, even if you're not familiar with the names, you've heard their music somewhere, somehow, some way, and at a point in time in your life, right? So we're going to tap right into this. If you guys are not familiar, there seems to be a bit of a rift between Drake and Future. They have been on some really, really massive collabs, have a collab album that came out back in like 2015. So they're, again, they are pretty big powerhouses separately in their own right. But when they come together, they make great music. So personally, I am a big fan of both of them. So I'm going into this reading completely unbiased regarding, fan bases and things like that. I'm honestly really am not too sure. Before I tap into this energy, I really don't have any idea what the rift between the two could be. I'm sure it could be anything between money, business moves, women, things like that. Okay. But I'm going into this kind of completely blind. All right, if you guys are not familiar, Future and one of his bigger major producers, Metro Boomin, they put out an album about 2 weeks ago called We Don't Trust You. And there were a lot of different shots at Drake. If you guys are up to speed with like social media and things like that, then you've seen there are a lot of people just coming up against Drake, having a lot of stuff to say about him. I guess there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. I don't know. I'm not in those circles. So we're going to use the help of spirit, okay, the help of the universe, the help the guidance of cards here to see what's going on, to tap in a little bit, to see what the rift is between the two of them, because it seems a little random. It's not something that I personally expected, or I'm sure most of the general public that is into their music expected to hear about, there being a divide between the two. But anyway, let's just tap into this. We're going to start with a couple oracle cards, then we'll dive into some tarot. First things first, both of these men are Scorpios, okay? Drake is a Scorpio, born in October, and then we have Future, who's also a Scorpio, who was born in late November, so a little closer to Sagittarius season. So I have two cards from two different decks, okay? Two King of Cups representing the Scorpio man, okay? I'm going to use one for the energy of Drake, okay? This one here is a little bit lighter tinted with the lighter blue, and then we're going to go into Future's energy and how he feels towards Drake after we tap into the energy of Drake, okay? And then we're going to use Future. He's going to be represented by this King of Cups. That's a little bit of a darker hue, the darker blue on, okay? And of course, I will clarify the oracle cards and see what else is going on with the totally different deck of tarot, just in case these cards need to come back out again. So let's start with Drake, and let's see what's going on with him and the general energy and how he may feel regarding Future. Okay, so we're going to start with a couple oracle cards and see what's going on. If you guys resonate, or I should say if you guys enjoy the reading, you like the style of reading, you're into the deep dive series, I do have a couple of other deep dives on my channel as well. I have it in a playlist you can check out. If you guys are interested in stuff like this, definitely leave a like on the video, comment, subscribe if you guys see fit. I'd love to have you guys here, part of the family. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do we need to know regarding Drake and the energy he has towards Future? What's going on with Drake regarding his feelings toward Future at this time, Spirit. Thank you. Drake regarding the energy of Future. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So the first card I'm seeing that popped out over Drake is the Snake. Okay. This says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, and the other woman. Interesting. I literally just said that. This could be about business or something that has to do with the woman. I feel like personally, guys, I really feel like it's something a little bit deeper than just pillow talk or women and things like that. Okay, it could play a major part, yes, because the thing about Scorpios, they can be very, very emotionally petty. Okay, like a low vibing Scorpio. And if you guys follow Drake online or just social media, different blog platforms, it's pretty loud and pretty obvious how petty sometimes he can be. Okay. And then I have another card here that flew out. It says Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Yeah, so I feel like Drake is kind of in this energy of like feeling like other people, not just Future, but heavily Future, but other people in the industry, okay, maybe that are close to Future. He feels like that they believe he's a snake. So he's being viewed as a snake by other people. When I also feel like Drake views Future as a snake, okay? And with this Cupid's arrow, okay, love is coming, surprise, invitation. Maybe they were supposed to have a meeting, Drake and Future, like they were supposed to collab on something or have some type of like a gathering or like I said, a meeting of some sort, and maybe it just didn't happen. Okay, with this card saying hesitation, maybe Drake felt a little, maybe the money wasn't right according to Drake, okay? But with this snake card, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, I feel like he moves in a very malicious way or very sly manner, very sneaky behind the scenes that maybe other people, in this case, Future, they're not really too proud about, they're not really too happy about. Okay, and I'm not saying it's something like hiding or stealing money or whatever. It just seems very underhanded behavior is what I'm getting. And then we have look over your shoulder, the other woman. Maybe Drake has this tendency to sleep with the same women that Future has dealt with, okay? And I believe that was something he said in one of those songs on that We Don't Trust You album. I believe Future alluded to that. We can't beef about a woman because we're sharing. But maybe there's something here about one of these women that Drake snuck behind Future's back or something that was a little more closer to home. Okay? But Drake also feels like Future is a snake, I feel like, okay, in one way, shape, or form. Okay, he feels like he's kind of his competition in a way. And it's interesting because Drake is, I feel like, Drake is on a popularity level, okay, mainstream commercial level. Drake is like on a whole nother stratosphere in a way, okay? Future is, yes, very commercially popular, but at the same time, he won't get necessarily the same type of quote unquote deals or brand deals or commercial recognition the way Drake would, okay? He's got certain connections that maybe Future, Metro Boomin, and the rest of them don't necessarily have, okay? But Drake feels like he can't trust Future for some reason here. He feels like he's his competition of some sort. And this could be competition regarding women. Maybe that's why Drake feels like he has to kind of like, see if he can one-up Future and sleep with the same women or whatever, okay? I'm going to get one more on this. And then we'll move over to Future and the Oracle portion and see what's going on with him. Can we get one more on this? How does Drake feel towards Future? How does Drake feel towards Future? Yeah, something happened here where Drake didn't want to have a meeting anymore or collaborate anymore with Future, okay? Because again, this card, it says invitation or meeting and hesitation. So it's like maybe Future, tried to get him on a project or tried to get him to have like a compromise or something with a contract, but Drake wasn't feeling it, okay? And I have a card that says the Phoenix, okay? New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Yeah, so again, I just said that. Like, there's something here that Future wanted to do. He wanted to get Drake along with it, but Drake wasn't feeling it like that for real. He feels as though he's in a whole nother, again, I said that, like another stratosphere. He feels like he's going through some type of growth or transformation phase. Okay, maybe he feels as though he's kind of outgrown that phase as far as like the music that he used to make with Future, you know? And I feel like they had, you know, it's not like it was 10, 15 years ago they were collaborating. It really wasn't that long ago they've put out music together. So something could have just, you know, again, occurred in Drake's circle or something, or maybe someone told Drake, like, listen, man, it's time for you to do other things. You don't have to associate yourself with these type of people anymore, or something like that. Okay, now we're gonna move over to Future and see what comes out for him as far as the oracle cards. First card I'm seeing, it says soulmates. Okay, soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So I feel like Future really feels as though, again, I said this already, him and Drake make really great music together. Okay, this specifically says partnership and agreement. So I just said that there's something here that Future wanted to do, or like have some kind of compromise on, get on a deal or something, collaborate with Drake in one way, shape, or form, because he knows they make great money together. I feel like the connection between the two of them, you know, very friendly, very close. It was something that was kind of like already made in the astral realm before they were both here in 3D reality, okay? As in like before they were both even born, before they both got into the music industry at all. Like, they were meant to be collaborators and make magic together, basically, okay? A soul contract, that's a contract you come here to this reality on this 3D earth. That's a contract you come here on before you even, you know, before you decide to come here into this life. Okay, so they both have a soul contract in the spiritual realm. And I believe maybe Drake broke the contract or something here. Or again, there was some type of meeting or something they were supposed to get together on a partnership, and it just didn't happen. And it seems like Future held up his end of the bargain here, but Drake probably did not. Okay, let's see. Why else is this here? What does Future feel toward Drake at this time? What does Future feel towards Drake at this time? Okay, and I'm seeing how it says the Chaser. Okay, Paradise. Interesting. It says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. He might be like, I'm hearing Turks and Caicos. He might be on a vacation somewhere at this time, you know, kind of watching all this unfold, you know, because it seems as though we haven't really gotten a whole lot from Future. I don't really think Future is into the whole social media games, you know, trying to paint this picture of like paradise, like everything is all fine and dandy like they used to be back in the day. I don't think Future really plays into those social media games the way that Drake does. So I feel like under the surface level, he's really just sitting back cooling. I feel like he doesn't even care. It's like he said what he had to say. Now it's like I'm sitting back chilling, collecting the coins off of this project. You know, the project with him and the producer Metro Boomin and all that stuff. He still collects money off of the collabs with him and Drake from the past anyway. You know, but I feel like he had a really good time with Drake. You know, it's like they were really close. They were really cool, really good friends. But what happened though? It seems he's like they enjoyed each other's company or something like that. But it's time for him to expand as well, is the energy that I'm getting. But at the same time, it's like there was something bigger they were supposed to do together, not just a project or a collab. You know, not just one song. Okay, it was like something that was supposed to put him on another stratosphere, financially or something, business-wise, behind the scenes. Okay, I feel like he almost kind of gets a kick out of this, even with this Paradise card. Okay, expansion and playfulness. He kind of sees it as like a game that him and Metro are playing. It's just kind of like a joke to him in a way, but it's at the same time, it's like I said what I had to say, and now he's kind of just sitting back watching Drake, like, you know, basically be attacked by a bunch of other rappers as well on social media and things like that. Okay. Maybe they were supposed to do like a partnership or something overseas, even with this Paradise card. Okay, that gives me like island vibes, you know. Let me get one more on this. How does Future feel towards Drake at this time? ascending is what I'm seeing. Okay, it says transcending obstacles. Okay, learning. Another card that says expansion, a new phase, and preparing for union. Yeah, it's like he was so ready. It's like he was getting prepared, all excited. He was happy, okay, about whatever this partnership was supposed to be, this collab or something. Okay, preparing for union. That's like when you do something or you're in a contract with somebody else. And it was like supposed to, again, catapult him into another phase or something here, but it's kind of been stunted because of this snake move that Drake might have pulled. And again, I don't know exactly what it is. I don't have a pick in this fight. I'm a fan of both of these guys individually. So, you know, I'm only reading the cards and what they say, literally, guys, and putting two and two together. And at the bottom, it says karmic relationship. Okay, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Yeah. Oh, seduction. Attraction, flirting, dating, third party interference, maybe collective, maybe Drake might have gotten himself involved with someone again that was a little too close to home for Future as far as like the relationship stuff. Okay, and now Future kind of like resents him for something here that he did. It's like I'm hearing like you don't go there, bro. That's what I'm hearing. Like you don't go there, or you don't do that. Something like that is what I'm hearing. Okay, so something might have like really struck a chord in Future regarding what Drake did toward him, or whatever this partnership, this deal agreement was that didn't go through because of Drake's team or because of something on his end, is what I'm getting. Okay, I want to jump into one more oracle deck real quick, so we're gonna hop back over to Drake with another oracle deck and see what else he's feeling. Okay, why else is this here? Future. I need one more. Okay. Care. Okay, I'm seeing a card here that says care. And number 3 can be significant to him. Parenthood, patron, support. Oh, wow. Okay, so we know that Drake is a father. Okay, we know he has a child, a young kid. Okay, Future also has a lot of young children. What else does this say? Mask. And I have another card here that says mask, deception, pretending, and inconsistency. Wow, so this is interesting. I feel like maybe Drake, you know, he wears a mask. Like he seems to come off kind of fake. Okay, with the mask card, guys, it's literally like one woman with a blank face, and then she's got multiple different faces here that she could put on, switch around. That's so weird because I'm hearing that Future song in my head right now. Mask on, mask off. Deception, pretending, oh, I'm sorry, that says inconstancy. So it's like he wears a mask around different people. Depending on who Drake is around is the mask he'll put on. Like he's never the same person depending on the group or environment he's in. So one day he's in this group, he's got mask A on, and then the next day he's with another group of people, he's got mask H on. You know what I'm saying? Like totally different faces. And then this care card, I really don't want to say that, but I'm getting it already. Maybe Drake may have tried to sleep with or may have tried to seduce a baby mother of Future's or something, or someone again that Future really cared about in one way, shape, or form. So again, it's very like underhanded or something here. I feel like Drake acted like he really cared about Future or really cared about their friendship, their quote unquote brotherhood, whatever. Okay. And I feel like there's something here about Future that I'm picking up where he takes loyalty very seriously. So it really depends on what the rest of his birth chart is. Okay, like his moon sign, his Venus sign, all of that. I believe his moon sign is in Gemini though, because I've looked it up one time before, but I feel like there's something about his birth chart that makes him expect loyalty from other people, and he wasn't getting it from Drake or something like that. Or again, Drake kind of made it seem like he was going to do something or be one way, and then he took the mask off and put a different face on, basically. And it may have just thrown Future for a loop here. Okay? Support. It's like Drake feels like he's supported Future for a very long time as well. It's kind of like, you know, that's true, yes. Future, you know, he's got hits on his own individually. We can't deny that, right? But Drake has definitely helped get Future into a more commercial type of lens, if you will, with his association with Drake. So Drake feels like he's supported him long enough, he's done enough, and it's like he's ready. It seems like he's just ready to pull the cord on that relationship with him and Future. And maybe it was just done in a sneaky, very underhanded way, where again it kind of like threw Future for a loop. Like, damn, bro, like I wasn't expecting that from you, you know. Let me get 2 of these for Future. Let's see. How does Future feel toward Drake at this time? How does Future feel toward Drake? Okay. Perseverance. Okay. It says challenge, endurance, and resolution. Well, perseverance is like you overcome obstacles. Okay. It's this other card with ascending. It literally says transcending obstacles. It seems as though maybe it seems as though he feels like Drake has put obstacles in his way to kind of prevent him from getting to another level here or something behind the scenes. It could have to do with like businessmen, okay? The men in the suits, the men at the big tables. There's a guy like literally in a suit jumping over a hurdle here. So it's like Drake, it's like Future has to jump through hoops in order for something to happen, or in order for certain things to be in place. Now that Drake has kind of like pulled that plug with that connection they had, okay? It was definitely a lot more than just surface level, what meets the eye here. And Future could be facing some challenges behind the scenes or something. Then I have another card here that says profession, expertise, omniscience, and talent. You know, but he's really not, like I said earlier, he's really not too worried about it, because it just seems as like Future sees it like, damn, bro, like you didn't have to do it like that. Like, I'm gonna be cool anyway. You know, I'll be great. I'll be fine. I'm still gonna make my money, make my music. I'm cool. But it seems as more as though it's the principle of something here that happened that he's not okay with. Okay, Future has a lot of, you know, he has a lot of music kind of like in the vault is what I'm getting, because the guy on this profession card, he's got like 10 fucking arms. So he's very busy. He's got his hands in a lot of different pots and a lot of different projects, a lot of different things at this time. Maybe we just don't know about it yet because they're not all released. Okay, these artists, they release things on like certain dates regarding certain timelines and shit like that. Okay, so we obviously have not seen every single thing that Future has in the vault right now, but he knows he's talented. He knows he's good at this. He knows he's got his loyal fan base. He knows he's got the music game on lock for a very long time, just like Drake has. Okay, but just not in so much of a commercial manner the way Drake does. But he knows he's very good at what he does. He's very talented. He knows he doesn't necessarily need Drake, but there was something here that made things a little bit easier, a little smoother, or there was, again, just a contract or something here that he might have had to overcome a lot of obstacles in order to achieve or uphold his end of the contract, just for Drake to pull out and be like, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. So it's just kind of like in Future's head, it's like, what, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. I'm seeing apology. Okay, guilt, confession, forgiveness. Someone feels really bad about something here. Interesting. So let's just jump into the tarot and see what the hell else is going on. If you guys like the reading, you like the style of reading here so far, this is making any sense with the things that you have heard or that you have read in the blogs or social media, whatever, definitely like leave a comment, leave a like on the video or something like that. I'd love to have you guys part of the family. Okay, so we're going to do Drake first. And see what comes out for him. How is Drake feeling toward Future at this time? What is this rift about, Spirit? What is this rift about? 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? This could have to do, again, very much so with like a love relationship. Someone that Future was really into, or Drake is really into, but they were both really into the same woman or something like that. But again, it's not just like a situation of, okay, we're going to sleep with this woman, sleep with her, and I'm going to pass her along to the bros. It was something a little deeper than that. Okay, I have the Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and then I also have the 6 of Cups, you guys. Okay, so that's past energy, memories, Okay, things that you are nostalgic about, people, places, or things from the past. It seems like there's something Drake may have said regarding money here, or it's like a very harsh truth or a harsh reality. Maybe he said something to Future that he didn't really like, and it was kind of like a harsh truth or something. Again, it's kind of like I'm hearing poking the bear. He might have just said with this Ace of Swords, this is truth, this is clarity. Okay, this is being very straightforward, like an honest conversation. But it's also the energy of removal, cutting out things. It's like a surgery card for me, like a giant sword. Okay, like a giant sword is going through a field. You just cut everything that's in the way, creating obstacles. But he definitely cut him out of a deal, or like removed him from something that they were supposed to be working on together, or some type of money business partnership. He basically just cut him out and removed him out of the deal and left him in the past. Okay, there are also people around Drake that he works with that were telling him like, hey man, you've worked enough with this guy. Like, you guys have done so much together. Why don't you try to do something different? Go in another direction, go toward another avenue here or something. And I'm also getting this something here that maybe Drake might have hired. I'm getting this energy. Drake might have hired somebody or gave a lot of money to somebody from Future's past here. Okay, like somebody that Future has known for a long time. Again, like baby mother energy or something like that, or like a very old flame. Someone that Future had like a lot of feelings and emotions for or something. I know that may sound crazy, guys, like Future having feelings for a woman. No way. Like the way he portrays himself to everybody else is very like player, bachelor energy, like here for a good time, not a long time. But he's still a human. He still has emotions, okay? He just may not wear them on his sleeve all the time, or he may not be married or trying to settle down, but he still has the capacity to feel and have emotions for people on a different level than just swapping and sharing hoes, okay? And this may have happened a long time ago, like him removing him or cutting him out of some type of contract or deal. With the Six of Cups here, this may have happened a long time ago, like 6 months ago or something like that, if not more, like 6 to 8 months ago maybe, and it's kind of just now coming out into the surface. Okay. Interesting. Let me get a couple more on this. What is this? How does he feel toward Future? It seems like, and it's weird because Drake knows that him and Future have a great working relationship together. He's fully aware of that. But it's like something here happened that couldn't necessarily be mended. Again, it's just Drake comes off with this mask on, mask off energy. It's very fake almost, And it seems like Drake has a very sharp tongue. I feel like it's like when he says things, it cuts very deep. Or he knows how to get to somebody's emotional space, basically. He knows how to like really get underneath somebody's skin. Okay, Page of Cups here. Again, with the water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is like an apology. Okay. And I just saw that card in an oracle deck about an apology needing to be had. He probably feels like he owes Future an apology, but he's too prideful to do it, I feel like, is what I'm getting. So it's like he rather like continue. That's interesting. I saw a post actually on Twitter earlier today where somebody pointed it out, where how Drake will come for Metro Boomin, right, or Kendrick, but he hasn't necessarily said anything about Future, right? Maybe because he can't, because Drake knows he did something that wasn't right toward Future, and that's why he knows he owes him some type of apology or something, some type of remorse, but he's way too prideful and egotistical to do it, is what I'm getting. Page of Cups is also an energy of like a surprise, okay? Like a surprise invitation, right? Having a crush or something that's very lighthearted here. He can even be a little shy even to tell the truth to Future about something here, but I feel like Future probably already knows something, and maybe that's why Drake doesn't necessarily poke the bear with him on social media, because he knows Future's not into the social media shit anyway, and he knows that's not going to go well over with him. It's like he treads very carefully with Future. He does, okay? Page of Cups. we know, we know they both have children involved, but I'm not getting so much something here about a child between the two of them that can be creating this rift, but it's more of like a shy energy. It's like, I want to approach you, I want to say something, but I'm a little shy to do so. Okay, I'm going to get 2 more on this, then we'll hop back over to future. Okay, how is this here? 3 of Swords is what I just saw. Okay, and the Empress. Yeah, Queen of Wands and the Empress. Drake is definitely trying to like ascend to a higher level. He may feel as though like certain people are holding him back even, which is crazy because like you're Drake. Like, why would Future be holding you back? It seems more as though Drake might have done something to hold back Future or create obstacles for him. Okay, Drake is in another era. He's in his bag right now. He could be going through some kind of like growth or giving birth to something new here, like an entrepreneurial project or something with this Queen of Wands. Like I said, he's very egotistical, okay? Heavy Leo energy with this Queen of Wands. He could be very stuck up, very into himself is what I'm getting. It's like he thinks he's the best. He swears he knows he's the best. Now, this is not coming from me, right? I'm channeling here. This is how he sees himself, as the emperor, empress, like the big boss in charge. Everybody comes to me for everything that they need. They know he spits fire, or he knows that about himself. Okay. The empress. That's so weird. I said that already, like a baby mother or something like that. Drake. Now with this Queen of Wands, this is somebody who, male or female, okay, they're not necessarily the one that's going to settle down. They are the bachelor, bachelorette of the deck, King or Queen of Wands. And he's showing up like this next to the Emperor. So I feel like he may have tried to seduce or tried to, shoot his shot at Future's, love interest or baby mother here or something. And Future was not feeling that. So it seems like a mixture between cutting him out of a deal and as well as being petty and trying to like present an offer with this Page of Cups toward an Empress here or something. That's really weird. It's weird, It's like, Drake, out of all the women you could have, or you could date, you could get, it's like, why do you have to come after somebody's love interest or their baby mom or something like that? I'm hearing something about a car. Drake may have tried to like buy one of his baby moms a car or something like that, or just somebody who's really close to, in one way, shape, or form. Queen of Wands is very much of a go-getter, a hustler. They are very like very independent. They march to the beat of their own drum. Now, granted, we know Drake is not an independent artist, right? But he does what he wants to do. It's like he feels like he can do whatever he wants to do and not have any repercussions about it, is the energy that I'm getting for the most part, okay? And this definitely has to do with somebody from the past. Like a 304 is what I'm hearing. I think 304 is a code word for like a hoe. I'm pretty sure it is, but maybe Drake thought that like this girl was just a hoe, like somebody that they could share, but you got the wrong one, Drake, is what I'm hearing. It's like you should not have tried to talk to or make a move or something like that. Again, like make a move or hired or he bought something very expensive, very, very lavish for someone from Future's past is the energy that I'm getting, okay? I want to jump on over to Future real quick, guys, and see what's going on with him, how he's feeling in regards to Drake. Let's see. Ooh, I just saw the King of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus energy. He may have Taurus in his chart. He's very stable regardless. He's really, I guess, King of Pentacles, male or female, they are put up. They're very wealthy. Okay, for the most part, they're very stable, secure. When it comes to their finances, but they're not really a risk taker for the most part with this King of Pentacles. Very comfortable. Future is very comfortable in himself. I feel like he's very secure with himself. Now, personally, I don't think men or women who are secure with themselves emotionally, they have to be like, spreading it open for every fucking person that they meet, okay? It just seems like a very protective energy. He is very protective and very cautious of how he moves and the things he says when he's around Drake. And it seems like he's been like that for a very long time. Okay, King of Pentacles being here. Okay. And he could be like, making a lot of money off of this beef or whatever. This this drift between the two of them, or again, he was supposed to be making a lot of money if Drake hadn't cut him out of something. But either way, you know, Future knows he's gonna be cool, he's gonna be good financially. He's not really too worried about the money. Really, it's just, again, it's more of like a principle on his end is that I'm getting. Let's see. He's gonna persevere. He's gonna overcome whatever obstacle that is put in his way. He's not too worried about it. Okay. Maybe another one. I just heard the word gatekeeping. I think Future feels like Drake is a gatekeeper, like as in King of Pentacles. You know, it's like Future looks as Drake like Drake thinks he's somebody like head honcho, like he's got minions or something like that. You know, I feel like Future doesn't like that about Drake. It's like you think you're better than everybody, but you're really not. Like you're a cosplayer is what I'm hearing. So Future feels like Drake is a cosplayer, again with that mask energy coming out over him. He feels like he's a gatekeeper to money and certain opportunities. Okay, you have the High Priestess card here. Pisces energy. Yeah, Future knows a lot of shit about Drake that the general public or even people in the industry don't know about. But Future is very loyal. When he says something, he's going to keep his word. That's the thing about the King of Pentacles. They're very loyal. Okay, that's somebody who's 9 times out of 10 in a stable, committed relationship, if not married. I know that's not how Future moves or how we portray or see Future, okay, as like the family man or whatever. But to his core, I feel like, you know, in his true, genuine spirit, in his intuition, like in his heart, he's a very loyal person when it comes to his friends and the business and money. You know, when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. But with this High Priestess, that's the holder of esoteric knowledge, secrets, things that other people don't know. They know. He's very intuitive. Okay, I'm not saying he's like a spiritual practicing person, but he may have other people around him. I'm picking up like a woman. He may have women around him, or a particular woman that is a high priestess, someone who is very tapped in with the spiritual realm, that kind of helps him and guides him in certain ways. Okay, like a spiritual practitioner or something like that. But he knows a lot of shit about Drake, and he's trying to keep it cool, trying to keep it calm, collected, be poised with this King of Pentacles and not say shit. But I feel like there's something here he wants to get off his chest, but it's like, is it really worth it? Is the energy that I'm getting. Okay, he has a lot, he's done his homework, he does a lot of research, I feel like, but again, him and Drake have spent a lot of time together, a lot of energy amongst one another. There's a lot of things about Drake that he knows that we don't know, that he could basically just spill the beans about, but I don't think he's going to, because he's trying to be professional, basically, okay? It's like the energy of the, like, let's keep this in the studio. You know, unless Drake really goes out of his way to do something. I think that's why Drake is not poking this bear with Future. He's not really fucking with him as far as, like, you know, putting his shit out there or making fun of him online on social media. He didn't say really barely anything. I think he maybe had 1 or 2 bars for Future in that diss track he put out recently the other day. But he knows he has to move carefully with Future, okay? Because Future is not the one to play with the petty games and stuff. He's not having it. And he knows, Drake knows that if he pokes the wrong area of the Future bear, he will expose all of his secrets, basically, okay? Let's see. How is he feeling for Drake? 7 of Swords, yeah, just as that album said, they don't trust you. He sees him as a snake, somebody who lies a lot, who's very deceptive. The 7 of Swords. It's also an energy of like planning, being very, very strategic. I think Future really feels as though Drake might have like set him up or like planned something out. Like I said, something here happened a long time ago. And Future, I feel like, kind of feels as though that Drake has had this going on or plotted against him for a long time. Okay, it's weird because Future had a line on a song in that album with Metro Boomin where he said, you're my #1 fan. Something to that extent, like you're my #1 fan, dog. Can never be about a hoe because we're sharing, dog. Something like that, okay? And it seems like Future feels as though Drake is making plotting, making different moves, again, to kind of like keep him on a lower totem pole, or to prevent him from ascending to a higher level. It's like Drake, you know, he'll be friendly buddy with you in your face, but you can't do better than him, is the energy that I'm getting. Okay, and this is not how I personally feel, guys. I'm channeling. This is how Future is feeling about Drake, okay? Future feels like Drake doesn't want anybody on his totem pole next to him. You can't share the space. You got to be one tier under me at all times. You can't do or be part of anything as big as me. You know what I'm saying? It's very egotistical. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I have the Four of Wands. Ooh, and the Devil card. Ooh, wow, interesting. Capricorn. Then I have the Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then I have the Strength here as well. Yeah. And then you got the Devil card underneath the High Priestess. I really don't like that combo, you guys. The Devil card and the High Priestess. Because that gives me like witchcraft vibes. Someone who dips and dabbles into like dark magic. Again, I said this already. I was picking up a woman. This woman could be a Pisces or a Capricorn, maybe a Leo. And this woman that he has a lot of faith and a lot of trust in, he pays this woman a lot of money, I feel like, to do spiritual work for him. It could be protection work or something, because Future knows he's dipping and dabbling in an industry that is very demonic, you know. And then the Devil with this Four of Wands. It's like maybe someone tried to reconcile with him or have a reunion with him or something like that. I feel like he wouldn't necessarily... Okay. I feel like there are people in his circle that are maybe trying to get him to forgive or reconcile with Drake or something, but he sees Drake as like somebody who dips in, who is like very like, who's evil or like just not a good person. Not a good heart, you know? It's like someone who moves in very snake-like ways, very narcissistic. There could have been a period of time where Future was feeling very like negative about himself, very down and out, like, damn, maybe I really can't be what Drake is, or maybe I really can't be at a certain level because of all these devils in the industry, if you will, okay? And the Devil card is my contract industry card. So there definitely was a contract here that was put in place. I feel like it was already kind of established with this Four of Wands or something here, and it kind of just pulled the rug from under his feet. And I feel like Future with this Devil and the Strength card, he is really having a hard time with holding his tongue and holding back. Okay, he's not as petty as Drake. He's not gonna poke fun at him. He's not gonna, you know, make key moments on the internet, but he is really trying so hard, I feel like, to not expose something here about Drake that's really gonna make Drake look really bad, okay? The Devil card is also like toxic attachments, codependency. I'm not saying he depended on Drake for hits and stuff like that, because obviously we know Future has plenty of hits without Drake's support or addition to the music, but it's weird. It's very weird. And then the Strength card, you know, is a very cool, calm, collected energy. Holding your tongue, holding back. It's also an energy of confidence. Maybe there's something here. Spell work could have even been done against Future to like affect his confidence or try to affect his stability or something here. But he knows. He's very intuitive, one. And two, he's got a spiritual woman somewhere here that dips and dabbles in certain things. It's like this woman that he has in his corner, she can tap into, you know, the darker energies here, but I feel like he's trying to really keep it cool, keep it calm. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and do that, because that's some shit Drake might do, or he knows it could backfire on him. So with this Strength card, he holds back. He keeps his cool, calm, and collected, especially with this King of Pentacles here. Okay, so instead of like creating bad karma on himself or trying to paint the picture like he's the bad guy, because that's exactly what will happen. He knows if he exposes something here about Drake, he knows that Drake has the money and the power to manipulate the way the media will portray something here. It'll make Future look like the bad guy. basically, okay? But he absolutely does not trust him. He feels like he moves in very sneaky, sly ways with this devil card. Okay, I'm not going to get another one on this to clarify. Let's see. How is he feeling toward Drake? Page of Swords. Yeah, he feels like, oh, wow. With this computer card, like the High Priestess, she has a laptop in her lap. Page of Swords is a watching energy, being very observant, like stalking, keeping tabs. Future, he feels like Drake and his team, he feels like Drake's team keeps tabs on him or something. So that's why he's trying to be very strategic about the things that he says and the moves that he makes when it comes to like exposing certain things about Drake. It's like heavy surveillance energy or something. It's weird. It's weird almost. What is Drake's response to this? Let's see. Get one more for Drake. 9 of Wands. Okay, this is like a very like guarded energy, wounded warrior, someone who's been through a lot, seen a lot, right? This is also like the energy of like not giving up or throwing in the white towel here. This is a fighter. But I feel like he's very defensive or very guarded here. It's like an energy of apprehension or nervousness. So it's weird. It's like instead of actually saying something here about Future, or again, kind of poking the bear with him, he's very apprehensive. He knows there's certain things he should or shouldn't say because Future, again, he doesn't play those games. So instead of poking the bear, it's like Drake may have other people bringing in information for him with this Page of Swords coming out underneath Future, okay? So it's like Future, again, this is how he feels towards Drake. He could be trying to keep tabs on Future, or Future feels like Drake and his team are keeping tabs on him to see what his next move is going to be, to see who he's working with next and things like that. It's like he's trying to block something here for Future. But I just don't understand why, because it's like, Drake, you're Drake, you know? You don't have to do that. It seems very unnecessary, you know? I feel like Drake knows he did something underhanded. He knows he did something that wasn't right. Again, either approaching or offering or doing something for a love interest / baby mother of Future's. He knows that was wrong, as well as cutting him out of this deal or agreement that was already set in place. You know? And Future also has to be very mindful and be very careful about the company that he keeps, because he has people watching him, basically, or keeping tabs, or there's people that are like relaying information back to Drake. And that's why I feel like, you know, Future will drop the music, let that be it, and he doesn't say anything else. He keeps it cool. He doesn't want to like make things too out there, because he knows he's dealing with like a really big force in the industry for the most part, not just how we see general public, but behind the scenes. Again, there's this energy of like the men in suits at these tables that Drake deals with, okay? The higher ups, the higher devils in the industry here. And Future knows he doesn't want to like get too wrapped up with shit like that, where it could really like be his downfall for real. But Future has a lot of stuff on Drake. He may use somebody else to put that information out, okay? Or something like that. But it's very like push and pull here. They both know not to like say certain things or make certain moves, because the other one will pull the other person's card real fast, okay? Like Drake will pull Future's card business-wise, money, deals, behind the scenes, whereas Future will pull Drake's card with the wearing the mask, being fake, on the street shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. 4 of Cups. It's like an unrequited offer. Yeah, it's like Drake definitely like ignored or was like ignorant to something here with this 4 of Cups. It's like he feels Future feels as though like he's being ignored, or 4 of Cups is like an unrequited offer, being bored, apprehend. It's like, you know, an energy of like apathy. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to see. You don't want to hear it. So it's like, even if Drake did come and apologize to him with this Page of Cups, he's not trying to hear it. He doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. I think he's completely fine with this relationship being severed. He doesn't even really care, I feel like, for real. But again, it's just the principle of things, okay? With that Strength card, that's, again, loyalty, confidence, you know, like, he doesn't even care. He's secure within himself and what he can do and what he can provide musically, financially, and all that. So it's like he's over it. It's like, you know what? I'm here and you can have her. Like, you don't even care. It's like, it's just the principle, but it's like, you know what? I don't even care, bro. You know, he's the type to, like, get over things really fast, I feel like. Let's see. Whereas Drake is very fucking petty. You know, he will string it along for days and days and days. Okay? Yeah, and I've seen the 10 of Wands here. This could be like a bit of a heavy burden for Drake, too. It's like this thing where, you know, damn, like, I said this, I said that, I did this, I did that, but now here we are a couple of weeks, a couple months later. Well, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have. It's like he's kind of having second thoughts or something like that, or something here is weighing on him very heavily. It's stressing him out. A decision he made or something he did, something he said is weighing on him very heavily, I feel like. And he may feel like his luck is about to change. Okay, I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune upright is usually good karma, good luck. Okay, good things happening to you, positivity. But in reverse, not so much, you know? Yeah, I just saw the Justice card in the deck in the reverse. So he knows what he did wasn't right. It wasn't just. It wasn't fair. And I feel like he's going to end up feeling the burdens about, you know, of this decision he made a little later on. Maybe not right now because, you know, you've got the whole media, social media attention. There's a lot of eyes on Drake right now because of the diss track he put out, the back and forth with him and Kendrick Lamar and all that. You know, he was on a tour, so he's got a lot of, you know, a lot of eyes on him right now. So things may seem really good for him surface level, but I feel like underlying and underneath the surface, he has a lot of guilt, or he's wearing like a lot of burdens on him. He may also feel like he carries a lot of weight for a lot of other people. It's like, you know, I carried you on my back. I supported you for a very long time, and I'm done with it. But again, it happened in a very underhanded manner. You know, it could have been handled differently. Basically, is the energy that I'm getting. So now Future sees him as someone he doesn't trust with the 7 of Swords, like he's fake. He feels like he's like a narcissist, like a liar, a gatekeeper as well. And he kind of just holds back from him now. It's like, and again, this is not just right now, like the last couple of weeks. This has been going on for months, I feel like. And it's kind of just now getting to the general public for the most part. And there's going to be a lot more that comes out, a lot more information with this Page of Swords. I feel like Future may even learn something here that is really going to just throw him over the edge as far as like how he feels towards Drake. Because right now it's like, you know what, you're whatever, bro. Like, I'm not worried about you, but there could be something else that will really put a nasty taste in his mouth here, I feel like. And Drake, he's going to have like a lot of weight on his shoulders. A lot of shit is going to come out, I feel like, that he's not going to be able to fix. Is basically what I want to say. And it could create a lot of like burdens for him financially or something like that. Now, granted, you know, he's fucking Drake, so he'll be pretty decent. He'll be good financially compared to like, you know, us regular folks. But in his mind, like in Drake's mind, his, you know, the fucking atmosphere that he's on, the frequency, it's like he feels bad about something and he's wearing it on his heart, he's wearing it on his chest, but he can't show that though. He can't act like that. Because again, he wears a mask. He's very fake, I feel like. And that's how Future feels towards him. You know, and then Drake feels towards Future like, I can do whatever I want. Like, it's very egotistical. It doesn't really seem like he has a lot of remorse or like a lot of feelings towards Future. Again, it's very masked. It's like, we make good money, we make good music together, but that's it. But then again, like I said before, Future is way more, yes, it's business, but he thought he had more of a friend in Drake than Drake really was for the most part, okay? And I feel like Drake is very self-serving. He does everything with self-interest here for the most part, self-preservation. And he'll cut out or remove whatever he has to in order to keep that, or to maintain that self-preservation, or to maintain his status, to maintain his power. He doesn't care who it is, you know. And it comes off very underhanded, very sneaky, very sly towards somebody, in the mind or in the eyes of somebody like Future, you know. This is very interesting. I'm gonna leave this reading here. If you guys like this reading, or if it makes any sense to you, if it relates to anything you've heard or seen in the media or whatever, definitely leave a comment below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family. I can't thank you guys enough for being here and for spending your energy here with me in these readings. I love you guys so much, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.